In today's video, I'm rehousing my beautiful female phormictopus cancerides. Hello everybody, welcome to this latest episode. I am your host Robbie and this is Robbie's Talking Teas. Tarantula content for tarantula lovers just like yourselves. If you want to be better tarantula keepers or just admire these amazing animals, make sure to subscribe to the channel, comment down below and give this video a big thumbs up. In today's episode, I'm rehousing my big female phormictopus cancerides into a brand new gorgeous bioactive enclosure. So now I've said all this, let's do that rehousing. So here we go. In today's video, we are rehousing this girl, my adult female phormictopus cancerides. Now this is one of my favourite phormictopus in the collection. Now the last time I tried to get this girl out, she was very feisty and she didn't want to get in the catch tube, and she is lightning fast. But as I always say in my rehousing videos, the key to a successful rehousing is just taking your time and being very calm and slow and just let the tarantula do what it's got to do. If you keep a calm demeanor about you and you're relaxed and you're not, blowing on the tarantula or heavy breathing or shaking, you'll be absolutely fine. I think what people forget in the hobby is the hairs all over their body are a sensory organ. So if you're panicking or breathing heavy or you breathe directly onto the tarantula, they see that as a threat and they're gonna act accordingly. Now there's a couple of stages that tarantulas have that contribute to a great rehousing. If you're slow and steady, the tarantula doesn't see your movements or your breathing as a threat. So their first response is, if I hunker down, if I stay still and I stay calm, this threat is gonna not see me, it's gonna leave me alone and I'm gonna be perfectly safe. If you're slightly elevated in your approach to those sensory organs, it's going to trip it and it's going to go with its next instinct, which is to bolt and run around. So that's why calmness is key to the rehouse, because you don't allow it to get to that stage where the tarantula believes that it needs to get the heck out of there. And then on top of that, obviously, you've got the third stage where stage 1 and 2 are not an option, and all it has is the option to defend itself, and that's when you get the defensive attitude. Now I'm hoping in this rehouse I can demonstrate, even with this cancerides, who is very defensive. The last time I tried, I got threat postures, I got all sorts. I'm hoping that today I can demonstrate that if I'm calm and collected, so will this girl be. That's the plan, that's the idea in this video. People often say to me, how do you get successful calm rehouses? You make it look so easy. And then she bolts like that. It's not easy. It takes a long time. Okay. Just check it out. It's fine. It's fine. There she goes, flicking hairs. Come on. There's no need to be defensive. Come on. See, she's not striking. She's just giving me a warning, saying, leave me alone. So come on. Just get in the catch tube. You're a good girl, really. I know you are. Just back up, that's it. In you go. There you go. Flicking hairs again, but on the whole, you're being very good, aren't you? Right, let's take this lid off. Just so I can get the tweezers in the back and just poke her gently down the catch tube. Just so I can get the other lid on. See? No dramas, no dramatics. Come on. That's about as bad as she's going to get during this rehouse. There you go. Safely in the catch tube. Drama free. Let's give you guys a better view of this absolutely beautiful spider. There she is. Now, I do think that this girl is in pre-molt. You can see right here on the booty, she is getting slightly bald. Now that could be just from flicking urticating hairs and being a little bit defensive, or it could be because she set up home in here, and what tarantulas tend to do is they'll lay webbing on the floor and they'll flick their hairs onto it, and that's another defense mechanism from predators, because as soon as something walks on that web, it will get those urticating hairs on its skin and it will back off. It won't want to continue in that direction. She is a beautiful girl. Also, the other thing that makes me think that this girl's in pre-molt is look how dulled out the colours have got. She's turning this golden brown coloration. I mean, there's still some pinks in there. She still does have some pink coloration, but the dulling of the colours makes me think pre-molt. So hopefully we'll get a molt out of her once she's rehoused in a couple of weeks or maybe a couple of months, who knows. But for now, she's in the catch tube. We're going to set up this enclosure again. She is getting a bioactive enclosure. And hopefully she'll be a lot happier in there. So let's set this one up. So here we go with a little time lapse of setting up the new enclosure. Here we are emptying out all the old substrate and cleaning it out. This is a 30 by 30 by 30 Exoterra, which I like to use for all my terrestrial species. I am doing my normal bioactive setup, i.e. my normal substrate, the moss that I collect from the forest, as well as adding springtails. But in this one, I'm not going to add isopods because I don't think it's needed, and I don't have any. They're on order from the spider shop, so I'm waiting for them. But this enclosure should turn out just fine. So there we have it, the new setup for this little girl. I have since added springtails and a little bit of leaf litter in there just to make it look a little bit better. I like this setup. I like it. Hopefully she's going to like it as well. So the next thing we have to do is get her in there. So let's do this. Hopefully this is going to be a nice, quick and easy rehouse, and she's not going to bolt and skit about the enclosure too much. She's right at the top there. Again, like in my previous rehouse videos, I'm going to be very careful with the top of this, because the last thing I want to do is startle her to the point where she just instantly wants to bolt. And what we're going to do is we're just going to angle her down. And hopefully she just strolls nicely into the new enclosure. And this girl has been very, very, very well behaved. And that further enforces what I said about your demeanour. If you're calm, the tarantula will be calm. Now, I don't know if you guys saw it the other day when Annie rehoused her Phormictopus samani. You could hear in her voice that she was very nervous and very apprehensive about rehousing that samani after her first experience of rehousing one, which, even though she did a fantastic rehouse of that species, if you go and watch the video, you'll see a few points which led to the tarantula bolting, deciding that it needed to flee rather than be cool, calm and collected. Now, I will post a link to that video in the description of this one, just so you guys can go over and give it a watch and a big thumbs up and a huge like, which would be really appreciated. She's doing really well on YouTube and really well creating content, so hopefully it's something you guys will enjoy. Now, this is my normal bioactive setup. We've got clay balls in the bottom, the drainage mesh as the next layer. Substrate is my normal mix of substrate, which is cocoa fibre, topsoil and vermiculite. Then we've got the moss on top. We have got a live plant in there. I'm not sure of the species of the plant, but it looked nice, so it's gone in there. Then obviously we've got moss to keep that humidity up, even though these guys like it more on the drier side and just a water dish. They are adaptable and do well in the slightly more humid and moist conditions. I've found some phormictopus do actually like it when there is that little bit more moisture. They appreciate it a lot more, which is why I did this as a bioactive setup. On top of that, we have got the moss and leaf litter in there, like all the rest of my setups. So hopefully this little girl will feel more at home in there, because in that last setup she was in, she didn't seem to settle in. She didn't seem to enjoy the old setup. It was a temporary setup. When I picked her up and rehoused her, I always had every intention on giving her a more nicer looking enclosure. It's just a shame during this rehouse, where I do think she is in pre-molt, that those colours have faded a lot, because normally the pinks on that carapace, they're popping, the pinks and the purples on her. is absolutely stunning, and she has doled out a lot since her last molt. But hopefully she'll settle in quickly, we'll get a nice quick molt, and then I'll be able to show you again in a future video her progress. Absolutely beautiful species. If anyone knows anything about me, you will know that my favourite terrestrials are phormictopus. They're just stunning creatures. Absolutely love them, and I can't wait for mine and Tom Moran's phormictopus video to be all finished, recorded and edited and out on the platform. She is stunning. I'm going to leave her there to get settled in. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you enjoyed the rehouse. We'll leave you there, girl. You enjoy the enclosure. So there you have it, a very smooth and straightforward rehousing of a species that normally has the reputation of being a bit feisty and a bit fiery. Hopefully you learned from this rehousing that if you're calm, patient and plan it properly, then there's no reason that it shouldn't go smoothly. So I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to leave her to get settled in. But before we go, I want to take the time to remind you guys about the 2,000 subscriber giveaway we've got going on the channel. At 2,000 subscribers, I'll be giving one of you the chance to win a T. Celedonia. And if that's not enough, I'm also throwing in a Ferrophosa apophysis. All you have to do to be in with a chance to win is be subscribed to the channel, go over and watch my Grammostola rosea video, and just write T. Celedonia in the comments. Once you've done that, you'll be entered. So hopefully right now, anyone who hasn't done it already is running over there and doing it. I think it's an awesome competition and I can't wait to do the draw. So now that all that's been said, I'm going to finish the video. I want to say have a great day, have a great week, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.